All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready with some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. We're excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. We don't need no hype. Y'all already know you rock it with the sage of the age, and you know SETI Live is lit. You already know what it is, you see. And so we got some dynamic memberships for the family. All you have to do is click that link. It's in the video description. It's in the chat. Click that link. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships you like. Join, because you're gonna get profile perks when you do that. And I'm loving giving it to you. You feel what I'm saying? No matter what. And so even if you don't choose a membership, we still appreciate your presence right here. Sarah Seti General Seti YouTube page. We appreciate you. Continue to engage. You see, continue to grow. All right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, the official General Sarah Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics, remedies, accessories for home decor, accessories for every room in the house. We got you, family, man. We got some fly t-shirts, tank tops. Now I know we just put some tank tops up for the queens. Get over there. It's hot. It's hot. I ain't gonna lie. It's fresh. I ain't gonna lie. You better get on over there right now. I see family been coming. You know why they coming? Because they know what it is. They know when they put it on, people's gonna say, damn, that's hot. Where you get that? You see? And that's what they supposed to say when you come over here to kingseti.com. I don't play. You see what I'm saying? So get on over there, check us out. You see, like I say, we got shirts for the children. We got t-shirts for the children. You see what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. We got some powerful t-shirt. That we putting up that we want to make sure that it capture the spirit and essence of the revolutionary African movement that's popping off. We do not want to let you down on that note. And so get over there. When you get to the top of kingseti.com, go to the top. If you just get into the site, everything is new. So you just go to catalog and just check the different tabs for for all the products, and boom. If you've been on the site already and you're looking for new items, go to the new item tab, and boom, there you'll find all of the new products that we have on site. That's right, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, accessories for every room in the house, kingseti.com. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com. Seti University, over 1,000 videos on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation, one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarah Seti website class is not in session, highlighting ban, occult, New World Order, Illuminati, video library catalog, creatures from the Caucasus, rise of the Neanderthals, video library and catalog, the Holy Black Mother of Civilization, when Egypt ruled the earth, Omega voyages of the Nile, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Hinduism exposed. Did I do Omega? We did Omega voyages of the Nile, from Naga to Nigga, the African origins of the Hindu Kush, holiday, Holocaust, God deception. Man, how you want to do this? How you want to do this, family? We got you. Catalog fire. Blueprint for global African supremacy. Y'all already know what it is. Get on over there to generalseti.com. You cannot lose when you got to have it raw. When raw is the law, generalseti.com is the place to be. General Seti popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube, or so exquisite we keep it for our family on Patreon. Champellion in the false teachings of the Medunetta. I was on it last night, tightening it. Ooh, them niggas don't want no smoke with me. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, family. They don't want no problems with the general. No, I was tight, and I had, and so much, that I didn't add it to it. They don't want no problems with the general family. We got, if you did not catch the sacred black art of alchemy, the divinity of blackness codified in language, man, classic. Do you hear what I'm saying? Classic. It's going up there with the black woman has got Olmec Voyages of the Nile. Them classic ones. You understand what I'm saying? Classic. You need to check it out. If you're a member on YouTube or you're a member of Patreon, you get access to that. If you're at the intermediate scribe level. Matter of fact, I think I went down a notch just so I could feed family. It was such a classic. I say I got to feed family. So I went down for that one a notch to let them, get some of that, so, they understand. You see, the further you go up, the raw it get. You see, and we also got there's a secret chamber under the Sphinx that leads to an ancient library. Was there once giants living in ancient Egypt? Ancient records reveal shocking testimony 1 and 2. Ain't nothing but the truth. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Yeah. Get it? Yep. That's right. Now, we looking at what's going on over there in the Sudan. It just ain't gonna be no peace over there. It just ain't gonna be no peace until our people, overcome the tyranny that's in the land. You got all type of hands. You see puppet masters all over the world in there trying to get out of Sudan, just like any other country, the mineral wealth, trying to get the mineral wealth out of Africa. That's what it's boiling down to. That's what it's boiling down to. And that's what it always boiled down to. Who's in control of the mineral wealth? You see? Who's in control of the mineral wealth? And so we understand that, because they calling them whatever they want to call it, the Janjaweed, who were committing genocide on our family down there in South Sudan. Nothing but terrorists, nothing but militia hitmen for Gaddafi, the Libyans. You got one side being backed by the Arabs in Egypt. You got one side being backed by the Libyan president. What's his name? Yeah, that's what's going on. They down there, they down there paying them, them Janjaweed. I don't know if that's him or not. I don't know if that's him or not. I don't believe that's him. That's the prime minister. Okay, I don't know if they got a prime minister. This his ass right here. I believe that's him. That's his ugly ass right there. Libyan warlord Khalifa Haftar. Yeah, he the one. Khalifa Haftar. Okay. And so he the one down there, yeah, so matter of fact, let me put him in there. Let me put him in there because I know one thing. See, in people, see, we don't look at that. And because you know what? The same shit going on right here in our goddamn community. They doing the same thing in our goddamn community. You see? Sudan. Listen to this. Let me put this ugly motherfucker up here too. You know, so y'all can see, y'all need to know this, man. Nobody talking about this. You know, they don't give a damn about our sacred artifacts. You know, they don't care. I showed y'all when they was over there in goddamn Mesopotamia. You see how they was over there knocking the damn faces? That's not them. That's not them. Okay? If they thought that was them, do you think they would do that? Do you think they would go down there and well, you know what? If it go into Ethiopia, then it was always gonna happen anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Egypt has always been a imperialist, you know, as far as the air. You see what I'm saying? Because they know when it boils down, who controls the river? That's what it boiled down. See, now when you start talking, you know why I talk about dynamics and other people don't talk about these dynamics, but I'll talk about them. Because when you talk about this, when you talk about, you know, the wars that's going on the Nile today, a lot of the demographics on what's going on today, even going on in the ancient world. You see? You know what I'm saying? Even thank you, family. Appreciate you. You see, it was even going on in the ancient world. You see? It's about who, you know, because knowing that the Nile River is flowing from south to north. You see? The master is in the south. When you look at it from a topographical, a geological, you understand, aspect. You see, he who controls the source is the master. You see, whoever controls the source is the master. You understand what I'm saying? And who controls is not only the source, but a majority of the Nile. You see? And so it's nothing that is not known. These wars been going on the Nile for a long time. That's why even when you talk about, you know, who created the Nile. You understand what I'm saying? You know, ain't no motherfucker coming up that river doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Because the Africans could have always cut that shit off long time ago. And they should have. But see, our people knowing it's more than, you know, it's Africans all up and down the Nile. You see what I'm saying? You know, in South Sudan, you know what I'm saying? You know, need to unite, you know, with Ethiopia. You understand? Ethiopia need to be fair. You see, Ethiopia need to be fair. You know, real talk. Kenya, Uganda, them nations in that around that Great Lakes region and the soil, they need to unite. You see, understanding, and I know they understand that's the source, really, right there, of all that's coming down that river. You know, you got the Blue Nile, and especially the Blue Nile. Because that's really what they crying about, is that Blue Nile, because the Blue Nile is the more powerful of the Nile. You know, the white and the Blue Nile. Even though the Blue Nile is shorter, it is more powerful. That's where even from ancient time, that's where that rich silk come up out of the highlands of Ethiopia, come down that river and lay that rich silk all through the Nile, on down into the mouth of the Nile, which is down in Egypt. It leads out into the Mediterranean. That's why Egypt was called the gift of the Nile, because they saying that the silk and that come down for all them thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, because it's like clockwork until they built that damn Aswan Dam in there, and it cut the flood off from going all the way down. You see what I'm saying? They stop it at Aswan. And you know what I'm saying? And so probably a lot of that silt is right there. You see what I'm saying? It probably behind that dam. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't no telling. They probably grudge. They got to get in there and grudge it out at some point in time. But it's that rich black silk. You see? And so that's why Egypt is called the gift of the Nile. You see, because it's nothing more but from a geological standpoint, Egypt is the buildup of soil and silk from Mother Ethiopia. You see? That's what it is. You see? So geologically, Egypt is the daughter of Ethiopia. It's no doubt about it. You see what I'm saying? And in the silk, in the flood that brings the water and brings, that's like an umbilical cord to Egypt. You see what I'm saying? That Nile is, from Ethiopia to Egypt is like an umbilical cord. You see what I'm saying? And they know who the mama. You see, they know who the mama. And so, but today we have foreigners. We have an occupying army in Africa today. You see that people, in Africa gonna have to deal with one day. Either they're gonna, because their intentions is the same as when they came in. They're just like when you're dealing with these rainbow, when you're dealing with these rainbow boys. You see what I'm saying? If that's what you want to call them. You see what I'm saying? Rainbow boys and girls and shit. You see, their intentions is, was always to do this, but they knew that the world would shun them, so they did it in increments. You see, they do it in increments, so it ain't so, so it ain't so all at once. You see what I'm saying? And so that you not, it's not, it's not overboard all at once. You see what I'm saying? They work with you. You know what I'm saying? They give you a little dose here, a little dose there. And you might turn your nose up, but you don't really say nothing. You see what I'm saying? And so and so after a while they keep giving you an extra dose and an extra dose. They give it to you in small increments, and before long it's full blown and shit. And then when they go full blown, you've been accepting it, on incremental, stages, all along, to the point where you get to the time when they just come out full blown. You really ain't making the necessary, uproar that you need to make. You see what I'm saying? So they in there, and they came in there for a reason. And those Arabs that's been in Egypt know geologically the predicament they done been in, and from the very first time that they got there, and they knew that ultimately they wanted control of the whole Nile. Okay? If you ain't, they wanted control of the whole Nile. You see? They wanted control of the whole Nile. And, because they know from that standpoint. And so the fact that you hear the Egyptian and them Arabs in Sudan crying, that show you understand what I'm saying, from a military standpoint, that they weak in that area. You see, if y'all do this, it show you their weakness. They show you their weakness right there. You know what I'm saying? That they in a position of weakness. You see, because our people still, and so, they most definitely got, the Central East African Coalition most definitely got to understand they coming for that, because Egypt is talking about expanding and, You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna need more water. They're gonna need more water. And so now you got them in there fighting in Sudan. Now this is the let me get this ugly motherfucker up here. That's, our people, man. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. And when we get it together, we ain't gonna never fall out of this ever again. Where's this motherfucker at, man? He is. Oh, ugly motherfucker. Hate these motherfuckers. Straight up. Hate them. Let me see if I can get this in here. Okay. This should do it. Okay, here. Let me get him up here so y'all can see. Y'all need to do some research on this. Straight up. Go beyond. So that's him right there. Now that's the motherfucker Khalifa Haftar. Okay, and so he's the one that it says Libyan warlord can plunge Sudan into drawn out nightmare. The Libyan warlord Khalifa Haftar helped to prepare. Now today they calling them the Rapid Support Forces, RSF. That ain't nothing but the Janjaweed. You understand what I'm saying? Now, wait a minute. Let me get that. Let me Janja. Yeah. Yeah, the Janjaweed. And so our Sudanese Arab militia group that operates in Sudan, particularly in Darfur, okay, in Eastern Chad, and they have also been speculated to be active in Yemen. Using the United Nations definition, the Janjaweed comprise Sudanese Arab tribes. Okay, and so let me see. The Janjaweed, the origin of the word Janjaweed is unclear. It has been translated into English as devils on horseback. Because the Janjaweed aspect, they say coming from jinn. You see? So that already show you right there, they on some crazy shit. You see? John, Gun, Jinn. Okay? And so they they got some that's the etymology of their name. You see, and so I just realized that just going over this. So they got gin in their damn name. You see what I'm saying? They got gin in their name, so they ain't up to no good. And the Janjaweed first appeared in 1988. Okay, they was backed by France and the United States, defeated so it's always they use these motherfuckers. So they was using them. France and the United States, I guess they was trying to overthrow some, the president of Chad. You see, and so they used the Janjaweed. So so I guess after they pull out of there, and they ain't got no whoever can back their ass is who they gonna, they gonna go to the highest bidder. So they ain't nothing but militia. You know what I'm saying? That's how they did Bin Laden. You see what I'm saying? And so the rapid support forces was formed from the Janjaweed. You see? And so they did this and now but Egypt is backing the other side. The so-called government of Sudan, Egypt is backing them. So that just show you right there how these Arabs, they lust for power. You see, they ain't all in unison neither. So each one trying to get one up on the other. Yeah, so I have to look into that now, that Janjaweed, because I was doing some research on that jinn. But I didn't even think about them. Now I got to go dig into that and go deeper, and that's see how just right then and there, we was doing, and see how a portal opened up, and see I looked all that time and I didn't recognize that jinn was in the Janjaweed, but it is in there. And so now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna break that down, and I'm gonna go off and see what the psychology you see of what's going on and shit, because they, it lets us know the essence of who they are any goddamn way. And so now we see that now we understand who is who. Okay, we understand who is who. Let's see if we can let's see what's going on down here though. Okay, let's see what's going on down here. It said, and so let's see how far they have been. And so heritage officials in Sudan have pleaded with warring factions to preserve tens of thousands of historical artifacts threatened by fighting in the capital Khartoum that is in its 8th week. If it's their people, they should understand that. Dumb motherfuckers. A video clip circulating on social media on Friday appeared to show fighters from the Rapid Support Force. Now, you already know they Muslims. They Muslims. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They some deep. When it comes to, let me tell you, I don't care if people don't like it or not. When it comes to art and culture, I've not seen because it say in Islam you shouldn't have statues and anything that ain't Islamic, they willing to destroy it. You go to Egypt, when they have a revolution, they go into the museums and they destroy. That's what they did. When the so-called ISIS took over Iraq and this, that, and certain area, they went up there and they destroyed. The goddamn Taliban in damn Afghanistan blew a damn Buddha out of there. You understand what I'm saying? They don't give because they deplorable, scrubbing the goddamn earth, lowly, you understand, individuals. I ain't gonna say all. I don't think but even our people. Man, the Muslims is destructive. I'm going to just say what it is. To culture. And I could back it up. Ain't got nothing to do with, just like, they don't even talk about the ones that attacked the University of Sankore in Timbuktu. They don't even tell you that they had went up in there and the pyramid the mud pyramids that they got in Timbuktu, because the Muslims in Timbuktu are Sufi Muslims. You see what I'm saying? And because Sufi mean that, they just like like we are. We wear our necklaces, We have our, we wear our, our bracelets and our, all our stones, and we wear our rings of empowerment. We might have our symbols, our ankhs, our keparas, and we wear a lot of of our medallions and our necklaces and our energy stones, and you know what I'm saying? That's a part of Sufism. The colors. You see a lot of Sufi African Muslims, they still wear a lot of the African color. You can't really tell them, any different, And the ones in, I forget the one group. I believe they out of Senegal. Damn. I hate that. And I did. Somebody gonna put it in there before I what was the name of them brothers and sisters over there, man? Okay, I see. They got the pictures. What their name is? Yeah, they. Why somebody put the name in there? Wait a minute. Dang. That's how I get to stay. When I get to one thing, I come up and I need to go look it up. I hate that one, but when I know something, I want, and I did some research on them, and I don't know why it didn't lost. Somebody help me out and put it in there. Matter of fact, I know what to do. Because this is the brother right here that they follow. No, that ain't their name though. If I don't find it right here, then I ain't gonna look too much farther. I'll come back and get it. I hate that. It seemed like they should have more, they should have more in there about that group. Because they like the largest group over there. Bay Falls. You put it in there. There you go. There it is. Bay Falls. He dropped it in there. Boy, you saved me. You saved me because I was Bay Falls. That's right. But what I'm saying is, that the Muslims, and so, they wear their locks. Now the Bay Falls, they wear their locks. You see what I'm saying? They wear their locks. And, them Arabs and them nigger Arabs don't like that. And then the brother that is I guess you would call it, they have shrines. You see what I'm saying? And so, shrines are very holy places. You see where they come and they gather, and you know what I'm saying? They do ceremonies, and they, they like to sing and beat that drum and this, and so that's a part of the African Sufism. And so they don't like the fact that, even though they got shrines to Ali, Ali, nephew of Muhammad. They got shrine to Abu Bakr. They got shrine to Uthma, Omar, and all the other, and so, because they got shrines to African mystics. You see what I'm saying? They're African mystics. Yeah, they imams. And so, they don't like that. And so a lot of people don't understand that that when you go look up like the University of Sankore and Timbuktu, that one pyramid is in there. It's more than one, because I believe if it was his Sonny Ali is in a pyramid too. He was buried, but you know, some of them mystics got pyramids up there, and they tore them shrines down. And so the brothers and sisters had to build them back up. They had to build them back up. So even there, they was destructive. They destructive. They are destructive. Okay? Arab and nigga Arab. You see what I'm saying? Both of them. You see? They're destructive to culture. You understand what I'm saying? Outside of Islam. Destructive. You see? So that it is what it is. You see? So, you know, when you think about what's going on in Sudan, I say, wow. And we in trouble. If you depending on them, you in trouble. You in trouble. So we pray that, you know, our ancient artifacts can survive, you know, this plundering of these sick individuals that continue to try to pillage Africa over resources that don't belong to them. You understand what I'm saying? If you Arab Islamic minded nigga, you need to go to Arabia. You need to get your ass out of Africa. You understand? Again, another generation of deplorables that's continuing to plunder the Holy Land. We got to get this together for once and for all. We cannot look, put a blinder over our eyes that the ultimate initiative of why them peoples is in the land is not what was pushing their agenda today. The very instance when they came in, they had an agenda, and that agenda is still on the table today to take as much of Africa's resources as they can. And they have not achieved that at all. They have not achieved that. And now that I see, as we look deeper, a lot of these nations, Egypt and Libya, when you look at in a lot of these northern, where the Arabs have, you know, they are high up as far as, you know, the nations that's got the largest GDP and all of this. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I know Africa is rich, but I never really saw where the northern countries had so much resources. And the fact is, and I understand that they do have resources, but even Egypt had to dig deep into Nubia for the gold and a lot of its resources. It had to go up into Nubia. And so it is today that much of the wealth of these Arab nations up there is because they are paying groups like the Janjaweed and all them other groups to be the plunderers for their agenda that nobody is talking about today. They're paying those the mercenary militias of Africa that's willing to bow down to anybody with a dollar. You understand what I'm saying? That's who's pushing the agenda to control the resources in Southern Africa today. And that's how a lot of them Arabs up there are still staying filthy rich, because they are living off the plunder of Southern Africa. You better wake up. We pray for the artifacts that I hope that our people, you know, get some control. God damn, all across the globe, get some control over your life and your damn, man, get these motherfuckers up out of here. Real talk. This is the General Sabra Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast, daily liberation through African education. We got one more presentation for the early afternoon. Don't go nowhere, because it's fire, fire, fire. Black power.